Hello, my name is Mark Schumann. I'm the Executive Vice President of the Connecticut Academy of Family Physicians. We are here for our 2022 Scientific Symposium. It's the first time the members of the Connecticut Academy have met since 2019, and we're happy to be here, and we're happy to have as our guest Shawn Martin from the American Academy of Family Physicians. Shawn, thank you for being with us.
Thanks, Mark.
Okay. Shawn, you're CEO and the EVP of the AAFB. Tell us a little bit about your career path, how you got to where you are today.
Yeah, so when I was coming out of college, I got engaged both from an employment perspective and from an interest perspective in politics in my home state of Oklahoma. And then through a number of years of kind of working in the political system, became more interested in healthcare, and my father and ultimately my sisters were all physicians, and I kind of started migrating back to this interest in healthcare, particularly around rural delivery systems and rural payment to rural communities, basically. Went to graduate school and then ultimately found my way to Washington, D.C. and went to work for the American Osteopathic Association. Interestingly enough, I was kind of over healthcare. After the ACA was passed in 2010, I was really thinking about doing something different career. And I got a call from the AAFP to come join their staff, and did that in 2012, and then ultimately that led me to here today when I became the CEO in 2020. So a great phone call, a good decision, and haven't really looked back since then.
Good for you. Well, I know that over 130,000 members are very happy with the decision.
Well, I hope so.
And I mean that sincerely. Now, whether it's personal or professional, what are some of your goals as you're in this position?
Yeah, I think the bigger goal from a management perspective is helping an organization that was really created in kind of the middle of the 20th century become a 21st century organization, and structurally, financially, how we engage with our members. And this is a kind of a dry topic, but really becoming digital first and having a different interaction with our customers, which are family physicians that are members. I think on the professional side, when I interviewed, I said my goal was first and foremost was that every day to demonstrate the value of family medicine to payers, consumers, media, purchasers, you name it, politicians. So Mark, I'm still there. I think the most important thing I can do every day is to convey a value proposition that our members bring to patients and communities with audiences that otherwise may not hear it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, I mentioned facetiously the 130,000 members, which were happy that you took this position. Now, in your role, you're not going to be able to keep everyone happy 100% of the time. How would you deal with a disgruntled member who was upset with the position the AAFP took?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, my approach has always been just to listen. I think anybody that has a perspective to share, I feel obligated from a professional sense, but from a personal approach, I want to hear what they have to say, and I want to better understand their perspective. A lot of times, the delta between where the AAFP may be and where they are is really a lot smaller than how it feels before you connect. But I listen, and the other thing, I have committed myself and my staff to being transparent with people, and if we're going to work on it, we work on it. If we can't work on it, we just tell them that. And we try to find some areas where we can, be supportive of each other moving forward.
What role do the state chapters play in organized medicine?
A huge role. I mean, as I said, I grew up in the political system. I'm a big believer in strength is built at the grassroots, and I think the chapters are really the grassroots of family medicine, the AFB structure. You're closer to events on the ground. You're more knowledgeable about the ebbs and flows of what's happening in family medicine every day. You're better connected to the next generation because they're down the street from you. And I don't think we can be effective without strong state chapters and every chapter being strong. If you look at the best, advocacy professional organizations in this country. They have really strong community, state, chapter apparatuses that allow them to demonstrate strength up, not strength down.
Okay. Shawn, earlier you spoke to a number of new physicians and graduating residents here in Connecticut. What would you say to this group if none of them were members? What would be your elevator speech to them?
Well, I mean, I think, our job is to represent the value of family medicine to lots of audiences that may not otherwise hear that message on a consistent basis. And our ability to do that creates a better world for them, both a better world from opportunities for them personally and professionally, but more importantly, a better world inside the exam room where they're doing the work that they answered the call to do, which is take care of patients. But we're only as strong as our membership reflects, and right now we have one of the strongest memberships in organized medicine, and our strength reflects that. And so you don't have to agree with us every day. You don't have to agree with us on everything, but I think anybody that answers the call to be a family physician wants to see the value of our discipline be conveyed in a more purposeful way. And that, quite honestly, Mark, that alone is why you should be a member.
This role, this position will allow you to travel throughout the world. I don't know how often your traveling will allow you to enjoy the state or the country that you're in, but what are some of the fun things you like doing outside of the office?
So my favorite thing to do on work travel is a 5:30 or 6 a.m. run through the town I'm in. I think it's just a great way to see the buildings, see the architecture, kind of get a feel for the town, and that's something I enjoy. I love water. I don't necessarily love being in it all the time, but I love being around it and just, whether it's the beaches in New England or California, I don't really care. The Potomac River, I love to be around water and just kind of enjoying spending some time with my wife and my family if they're around. And I read a ton of books, which sounds so cliche-ish, but that's about it. I gave up golf. I may take it back up in retirement, but I love seeing cities and just hanging out outside by water.
Well, we certainly hope in Connecticut that you have the time to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Shawn, we're honored that this is your first chapter visit.
Thank you so much
since
for
being named CEO, and we hope you enjoy the visit, and we are happy to have you.
I enjoyed it very much.
Thanks,
you so
Shawn.
much, Mark. Thank you.